Asim's Learning Hub, where we have embarked on the journey of learning English words from all the letters of the English alphabet. And for each letter, we are learning 5 words. Now, before I start today's lesson about the letter L, I want you to subscribe to the channel. Those of you who are new, those of you who have already subscribed, just turn on the notification bell on so that you can be notified whenever we post videos and shorts. All right, now with that out of the way, let's start today's lesson. Today's first word is lackluster. Lackluster. Okay, so the meaning is pretty much clear by the word itself. Okay, focus on the first part, lack. Okay, so it means it's lacking in something. Lacking in what? In energy and effort. Now, if someone is giving you a presentation and you get this impression that they have not prepared for it, or they don't have energy, or they're not putting any effort, you would say that their performance was lackluster, right? And you can also use this to describe someone's hair that is dull, that is frizzy, and that has no shine. You could say it's lackluster. Okay, let me give you a sentence for it. My life has been lackluster these past few months. Now, perhaps this person, nothing significant has been happening in their life, so that's why their life has been lackluster. Now, pause the video here, and if the meaning is clear for you, you can make a sentence and write it in the comment. If not, you can just rewind and go back to the part where I explain the word. Okay, now let's move on to our second word. Our second word is lament. Lament. It means a passionate expression of grief or sorrow. Now, this is mostly used in the context when someone has passed away, like someone has died, and then the people who are left behind, they lament. They express their grief or sorrow. Now, before I show you my sentence, pause the video here, try to come up with a sentence, okay? No matter if it's right or wrong, just think of one and write it in the comment, and we'll see if you have used it correctly or not. Okay, if you're done now, we can move on to my sentence. Give her a chance to lament the loss of her beloved. It means she has lost someone, so she should be allowed to lament. She should be allowed to express her grief and sorrow. Okay, great. Let's move on to the third word. The third word is latter. Latter. Now, this word I believe is very important for those of you who want to refine your English when writing, okay? It is mostly used in writing. Now, in a sentence, if you mention 2 things, and in the sentence coming after it, you don't want to repeat those words, you can use either the word former or latter. Let me explain how. Okay, he has a knack for both boxing and football. Now, see here we have mentioned the 2 things, boxing and football. And the next sentence, I want to say that this person has chosen football as a career. So I will use the word latter. But if I want to refer to boxing, I will say former, okay? So he has a knack for both boxing and football. However, he has chosen the latter as a career. If I say latter, you should understand that I am talking about football and not boxing. Okay, so come up with an interesting sentence, mention 2 things, and then you can either use, make a sentence for former or latter. And you'll see that it is something really interesting. Okay, the fourth word. Fourth word is lavish. Lavish, L-A-V-I-S-H. So lavish means sumptuously rich, elaborate, or luxurious. Imagine you go to a house that is really fancy. Imagine the set of Devdas, those of you who have watched that. Or the set of, what's that movie called? Deepika is in it. I don't know what the movie is called, right? So it has a very elaborate set with fancy curtains and rich colors all around, you would describe that as lavish. In order to afford a lavish lifestyle, you need to earn in 6 figures. Now that's just a basic fact. Okay, we are done with the 4 words and we are moving on to the fifth one, sorry, okay? The last word for today. The last word is liability. Liability. Now this word is corporate lingo. Okay, it's used in business terms, but you can also use it in other contexts also. Let me explain how. So liability is a person or a thing whose presence or behavior is likely to put one at a disadvantage. Someone that you don't take any profit from, someone that makes you suffer losses.
They say you're a little much for me. You're a liability.
Let me explain it with an example. Instead of helping us out, the maid's presence has proven to be a costly liability. Now this maid, you are just forced to pay her salary month after month and she doesn't do her job satisfactorily, so you would call her a liability. Okay, congratulations, we have reached the end of the video, and before I sum it all up, let's do a quick recap. The first word we learned today is lackluster, and then we had lament, latter, lavish, and finally liability. You can pause here or right on this slide and go through all of the words, see if you can remember the meaning and come up with a sentence. Okay, once again, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends so that they can also learn these words with you. Till then, see you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.